I think it is important now for people with disabilities to be able to speak their mind because there's so many changes going on in the state. We funded these projects, so DD Council has, to get people to get on our board to tell us what to do.
That was the happy day I ever had when I got to be on DD Council.
Do you like serving on council?
I love serving on council because it gives me a voice. I love helping people, and I want them to become a leader. And don't be scared that you have a disability, because you're a person first and your disability is second.
You have the right to speak up. And the right to speak up is telling people what you want. And that's the most thing I do in everybody. How to speak up, just say what you want. It's hard first to speak up, but when you speak up, open can of worms up. You don't know what's going to come out next.
If I didn't get the help, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't be on my own. I wouldn't be doing the things I'm doing now.
Do you think it's important for the future to continue to have things like Project STIR?
I think it should be, because it helps people with disabilities speak up, and it gives us resources to spread the word out there. That's what we want to bring to the table. So we want to show them how we feel and what's going on in the disability community, because some people don't know.
What's it feel like to be at the table to have a vote where they're making decisions?
It feels really good, because you get to have a voice and you're not like in the background and someone telling you that you got to stand right here. You get to make your voice heard. You get to be an advocate and tell them how we feel.
Doug, do you have a job in the community?
Good. W-I-L-L. Goodwill.
You work at Goodwill?
WhatsApp is good for people who want to be there, but some people, like us, they don't want to work at WhatsApp every day, but they don't know how to get out.
They don't know how to get out.
They don't know how to get out because they don't know how to do that. So if they learn how to have an opportunity to get a job in their place, they will do that.
You have to look at their situations. Some of them can, and some of them might not be able to. You have to look at what they are able to do.
I want to own my own business. That's one of my goals this year.
But you have to have some self-decision. They make the final decision. But first of all, you have to figure out what your talents are and then go from there.
I don't want to work at McDonald's or anything like that. My career is public speaking, and I like to help people with disabilities. Can we do something like that?
If I was a little second graders, and if they asked me why I talk funny,
I was teased in high school by some people, by bullies.
I would just tell them, I'm just like you, but I have a speech problem, and I just think a little bit different than you.
Relax, take a deep breath, and I think of my family and think of God and say, I got this.
I think facilitation, because if you don't have a way to get there, how are you going to get there?
And Doug agrees to that.
Oh, Doug is agreeing that transportation is the most important issue?
Yes.
Or it's more important than employment? Yeah, do you have anything else you want us to know about transportation?
I am G-O-O. He's good.
You're good? All right.
You have the right to speak up. And the right to speak up is telling people what you want.
Relax. I told, don't get on me.
I said, I've come so far, I got this.
You've had all this training and speaking up. Is it easy in those meetings to get your point across?
It's easy for me.
It is?
You know, just, I like to talk, so it's easy for me, you know.
Sometimes you have to raise Cain to get what you want.
It makes me feel mad.
We're getting out there to do other stuff.
To do other stuff, to always
Yeah,
keep pushing yourself?
action clubs. I mean, you're getting out into the community.
I used to be quiet, but now I don't want to be quiet anymore.
But when you speak up, open can of worms up.
Take a chill pill.
But just don't give up.
You don't know what's going to come out next.
You do this, you got this.
A-N-K.
I am Doug Frank. And where are you from, Doug? C.
I-N-C-I-N-N-A-T-I.
All right, you're from Cincinnati. And the fellow with you is named Mike, and he's here to be your helper, right? What if Mike tells us something wrong? What if Mike gets it wrong? You stomp your feet, and that's how we know.
You gotta remember to yourself to make people understand you're a person first and your disability is second, because some people don't realize that. Some people just call our names or talk to our parents or our teachers first before talking to us, and they'll talk to us last. When you're in the doctor's office with your mom or something like that, or the dentist, they'll talk to your mom first, but talk to me. I'm the one with the symptoms.
Yeah, I'm the
I had that done. They'll talk when I go to the doctor's office, and they'll end up talking to my staff, and they'll be like, I can't talk for myself.
I like saying, some people say consumers. I like to say people or clients or co-workers, because we're just like everybody else.
I've even been told that disability people couldn't go to college, couldn't do anything, you know, but I figured we got to push things to get them to believe that they can do anything. I just kept pushing myself to know that I can do things, I can make it, I can do what I wanted to do.
As you've become self-advocates and you speak up for yourself and for others, what are some of the difficulties that you've had doing that?
I'll start. Like I said, I was bullied growing up. You know, I was one of those people who didn't have a lot of friends.
Okay.
You know, and like I said before, people said I wouldn't amount to nothing. But every once in a while, I'm one of those people now, and I just laugh at them and go, I told you I would amount to something.
I am proud to do what I'm doing.
I wanted to be a fireman when I was growing up, but then since that didn't work out, I just wanted to be the best person that I could be.
I have my own place. I live in a one-bedroom apartment.
And I'm teaching second graders. And they understand me because they gave me they write a note to me.
And I'm paying my own rent, paying the bills.
I want to be the best person inside and outside.
The one note says, I'm glad you come to our class.
And I'm doing what I want.
It made me stronger, too.
Touched my heart very much, and I loved it.
I tend to ask for a better mom and dad. They brought me up the right way. Believe in yourself and don't ever give up. Roads are going to be rough at sometimes, but don't ever give up.
You have to believe in yourself.
Just say to yourself, I can do this.
You can be anything you want to be.
You can do anything if you try.
And I know if they were living today, they would be very proud of me. I know they would, without a doubt.
But that's what it's all about, letting them have a voice and be able to sit at the table and speak their mind.